Now let's discuss another process, distillation. Distillation as a process where we separate the components of substances from a liquid mixture by heating or selective boiling. By selective boiling, we mean that the food would have many components, and every component might have a different boiling temperature. So we would try to achieve a specific proportion of fraction by heating to a specific temperature, and then we can have one batch of certain selective volatiles, and then we may increase the temperature to gain another class of volatiles by selective boiling of food. It is possible that we can go for a complete separation, or partial separation is also possible. In many cases, sometimes we would prefer to concentrate our product by distillation, so we may be more interested in the remaining product that is concentrated, and there are lesser amount of volatiles available within that product. So it all depends what kind of final product we want to make and what are different fractions that are to be achieved. This is a very routine unit operation that is normally done in all the chemical industry, but in food industry we do have lots of application of distillation, particularly alcoholic spirits and alcoholic beverages. They are distilled, normally called as distilled liquids, and there are other possible applications as well, where we volatile flavors and aroma compounds are produced, such as essential oils can be produced by many of the natural plant sources, such as flowers or some other good aroma compounds to be used for aromatherapy or for any other flavor applications. And as I said, that food components would have different fractions having different volatility or different boiling points. So whenever you heat any food, the first fraction that is achieved, it has to be removed first, and then we heat the food to a next level where the next volatile fraction or next class of volatiles can be achieved. The compounds that are initially achieved by boiling, they are called as distillate, and the remaining amount is called as bottoms or residues. So residues or bottoms are left within the heating medium, and the distillates are the ones that are actually separated out from this food component. If the process may be a batch process or a continuous process, but in case of alcoholic beverages, normally the batch process are done in case of whiskeys and spirit distilleries, because these products after fermentation are formed in larger pans, and the final product can be distilled from them as a batch fashion. On the other hand, generally in food industry, we prefer to have the continuous distillation process. This is more economical because rather than acting in batches, we constantly keep on removing these volatiles from food or any other application. There are some of the techniques that can improve the efficiency of evaporation of certain distillates, such as we can add some portion of distillate back into the bottoms. This process is called as reflux. So this would be actually increasing the tendency of from bottoms or residues to achieve more distillate, because the initial distillate is already added, so that would have some of the desirable outcome by adding back to the bottoms. In other examples, which is reverse than the previous examples I gave you, is the bottoms can be vaporized in separate conditions, and then they can be added back to the bottoms within the heating columns, and then this would also encourage the efficient removal of volatiles, desirable volatiles or distillates. So this was all about the distillation process and its uses in different industries and the way this process is done.